Welcome to the Tomb of the Unknowns. Please be respectful to all of our nation's fallen soldiers and their families while you listen to this presentation. The Tomb of the Unknowns contains the remains of 3 unidentified services members, one each from World War I, World War II, and the Korean War. In 1921, the unknown soldier of World War I was the first to be interred after his remains arrived from France. The unknown soldiers from World War II and the Korean War were buried in 1958 after lying in state and each receiving the Medal of Honor. The unknown soldier of the Vietnam War was interred in 1984, but later identified in 1998, and the soldier's remains were returned to his family. Replacing the Vietnam unknown has proven to be difficult with improvements in DNA testing. Although unlikely, it's possible that any recovered remains for every unknown soldier killed in the Vietnam War could be identified. The tomb consists of 7 pieces of marble on 4 levels. In 1931, it took 75 men working 1 year to lift the largest block, a 124-ton slab from a quarry in Colorado. It was then cut down to 56 tons and fabricated in Vermont before being shipped by train to the Arlington National Cemetery. It was carved by the Piccirilli brothers, who also carved the Lincoln statue for the Lincoln Memorial. The tomb is decorated on the north and south panel with 3 wreaths on each side to represent the 6 major battles engaged in by American forces in France. Each wreath has 38 leaves and 12 berries. On the east panel that faces Washington, D.C., are 3 Greek figures representing peace, victory, and valor. The western panel is inscribed with the words, "Here rests in honored glory an American soldier known but to God." Even in extreme weather conditions, the tomb is guarded 24 hours each day of the year by the 3rd U.S. Infantry, the oldest active duty infantry unit in the Army, also known as the Old Guard. The Old Guard is the Army's official ceremonial unit and escort to the President, and it provides security for Washington in times of national emergency. Since 1948, the Tomb Guards work on a team rotation of 24 hours on, 24 hours off for 5 days, taking the following 4 days off. A guard takes an average of 6 hours to prepare his uniform for the next day's work. Guards also have to keep up with physical training, participate in field exercises, and cut their hair before the next workday. Sentinels, as they're also known, are required to memorize 16 pages of information about Arlington National Cemetery and the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. This includes the locations of nearly 300 graves and who is buried in each one. It is considered one of the highest honors to serve as a sentinel at the Tomb of the Unknowns. Fewer than 20% of all volunteers are accepted for training, with only a fraction who pass training to become full-fledged Tomb Guards. Since 1958, fewer than 700 soldiers have completed training and been awarded the badge of Tomb Guard. Those numbers make the badge the 2nd rarest award currently issued in the United States Army. Only the Army Astronaut Badge is more rare. The soldier walking the mat, as it's known, does not wear rank insignia, so as not to outrank the unknowns, whatever their ranks may have been. Non-commissioned officers who are relief commanders do wear insignia of their rank when changing the guard only. Tomb Guards currently carry M14 rifles, which are unloaded and affixed to handmade ceremonial rifle stocks. The rifles are cleaned daily and always kept ready for use. The responsibilities of the sentinels are not just ceremonial. They will confront people who cross the barriers at the tomb or who are disrespectful or loud. If you look at your screen, you'll see the exact number of steps and sequence for each guard as they march alongside this memorial. The sentinel marches 21 steps, turns and waits 21 seconds between each march. The 21 steps and 21-second wait was chosen because it symbolizes the highest military honor that can be given, the 21-gun salute. After each turn, the guard executes a sharp shoulder arms movement to place the weapon on the shoulder closest to the visitors, to signify that the guard stands between the tomb and any possible threat. The mat is replaced twice per year, before Memorial Day and before Veterans Day, because of wear patterns from the marching guards. Visitors can notice a wear pattern in the tile not covered by the ground mat. The pattern corresponds to the precise steps taken during the changing of the guard. The changing of the guard is very symbolic and in accordance with Army regulations. For every change, a relief commander, along with the oncoming guard, are both required. The guard being relieved will say to the oncoming guard, "Post and orders remain as directed." The oncoming guard's response is always, "Orders acknowledged." This concludes our presentation of the Tomb of the Unknowns. Please remember our fallen heroes who made the ultimate sacrifice while serving in the United States military. Hear the U.S. Army Bugle Call of Taps, a traditional military anthem for our fallen heroes.